What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksandGamers.com, and with so much attention of the NFL email scandal being solely focused on Jon Gruden and the things he said from over a decade ago, one of the things that's been lost a little bit is the fact that the Washington football team are the ones who are under investigation. They are the reason this 650,000 emails were even being investigated in the first place. But now attention has started to turn towards them as they realize that so many people in this organization may have been up to no good, may have a lot of dirt on them with a lot of these emails that are out there. Now, I've said my piece about the Jon Gruden emails and the fact that I really don't think there's a whole lot to that. I think it was just guys being guys for the most part, things that you wouldn't say in public necessarily, but things that nearly everybody who's watching this video and everyone in the NFL has probably said when they're with their buddies. But now the Washington football team is pulling a PR stunt, and a lot of people are extremely suspicious. Here's Barstool Sports. Dan Snyder has decided to retire Sean Taylor's number on Sunday, using Sean as a PR stunt and another new low for the organization. So it's not just someone like Outkick that sees this as very strange that they've decided randomly to announce that they're going to be retiring Sean Taylor's number. No, it's Barstool Sports as well. We're going to take a look at both these articles. Now, just to be clear, I do think that, hey, that's a very thoughtful thing to retire Sean Taylor's number. Obviously, I don't think you consider Sean Taylor one of the all-time NFL greats. He only played 4 or 5 years before tragically losing his life. But it does seem very strange to me that they have decided that just randomly, 3 days before this game, they're going to make this announcement. That doesn't give a whole lot of people time to prepare, does it? It's very strange, Washington football team, that in the midst of all this bad press that's out there because of these emails, you're saying, hey guys, we're going to retire this beloved black character's number. You guys like that, right? You guys like Washington football team now, don't you? Very, very suspicious. The Washington football team and Flint Tropics public relations departments apparently studied at the same institution. Rather than address more than 500,000 potential damning emails, the Washington football team has instead opted to create an illusion that is all well in the nation's capital, their own version of wrestling a bear at halftime. On Thursday morning, the team announced they will officially retire number 21 in honor of the late Sean Taylor. The move is Washington's way of essentially parking a shiny new car in the driveway of a house that's in the midst of burning to the ground. And you can see this tweet from them. There will never be another 21. On Sunday, we officially retire Sean Taylor's number. And, well, look, you can see here, Dan Snyder, team you own getting dragged by fans in the media, retire 21. This is overdue, clearly a PR stunt considering even going on and even more so off the field. Giving fans 3-day notice about Sean Taylor's jersey retirement is one of the few things we care about is dumb. That could have been the only reason I came to the game. And that's why so many people are suspicious. And this is a pretty scathing article from Nate over at Barstool Sports. Like we said, we read that headline already. This is Dan Graziano saying they're going to retire Sean Taylor's number. After the last couple days, you might have been thinking, how will Dan Snyder turn this around? But sometimes we forget how awful a human being Dan Snyder is. Using Sean Taylor as a PR stunt and retiring his number on 3 days' notice is everything you need to know about how slimy Dan Snyder can be. The entire thing is a travesty. Sean Taylor is just about the only player a fan of the Washington football team cares about. The only player we would travel to see a number retiring ceremony for. And they announced it 3 days' notice amidst a huge PR crisis. The day after a report came out about how they have the worst attendance in the league. It's insane how stupid this team can be. I'm stunned, and I've seen it all. 3 days' notice. The entire crowd will be Chiefs fans. They didn't even give Sean Taylor fans a chance to be there for quite literally the only reason a Washington fan might step foot into that stadium. So it looks like it's being seen as a PR stunt by more than just a place like Outkick, right? Barstool Sports, you see a lot of people saying it's very questionable the fact that they decided to do this. Again, in principle, I don't have any problem with it. I think that it's a nice thing to do to honor Sean Taylor's legacy. He's beloved by Washington fans. He was only there for a short time, but he did have a massive, massive fan base the time he spent in Miami in college, and then with the Washington Redskins during, 4 or 5 years. I don't remember exactly how long he played, but he did get murdered in his house, right? So there's a lot of people that have a lot of love for Sean Taylor, but it does seem like it's being used to cover for the bad PR that the Washington football team is currently undergoing. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.